I think the main thing we need to do is be aware of our surroundings. I'm up here in H-Town. Yeah. H-Town on the map. Well, lately I've been looking on the map. They be having like Woodland, Galveston, Austin, everything. But like, where's the Houston sign on the map? But I haven't really done much of doing my videos lately because it's been a lot going on. I think I touched bases about Janet Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you nasty. Yeah. I don't know. I just basically, I'm not doing no tripping, I just want to touch, I talked last time a little bit about her, but last time I talked to her, she was really loving Issa. I call her Isa. I did the I be loud since the E is a vowel. But that's my son. And that ain't something that's a figure of speech. I guess Cheryl Underwood had said that there was rumor that she had used someone's egg. Cheryl Underwood, she be getting it done. Shout out to Cheryl Underwood. Go to the Google. But I'm at the point with me and her. All I know is she's my boss, and that's the only one that work that I work. If I did work, that I would work for, and that's the only one that I highly respect. And I think she's about the only one that I have sovereign immunity. I could be invincible. I could do this. I could do that. But one thing I got to do when it comes to Janet Jackson is be submissive. So where she's right now, everybody like, well, out of sight, out of mind. You can act the fuck up. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, so far she know where I'm at. Last thing she said to me was to help Issa with his games. He loves those video games. That's him. He be mastering. You can master them games. You got to be intelligent because shit. When I was growing up, it was Speak and Spell or Miss Pac-Man or something. But these kids doing something way serious than that. I was like, wow, but it costs money for you to get those things. It costed us too, but I think you can get you a little portable Miss Pac-Man machine. And you good. It's not as but I love Issa. I talked to him. He used to talk to me. Issa. He used to talk to me before he go to school. He loved to go to school. He talks about his school a lot. And I used to talk to him every morning before he went out to school. I mean, he be snitching off on Janet, what I'm saying? Like, my mama, all she talk about is you. I was like, oh yeah? I don't tell Janet that because he say she fussing him. So, I don't snitch him out. But then, after I see he down like that for me, he gonna tell me all the shit. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get on the phone. I'm gonna tell everything. Man, little babies, he was 7 then, and so I was like, okay. He finds somebody he can come run and say something to what's going on. Cause Janet she'd be like talking like where it kind of feel like I guess this lady had told me when she was escorting me to a doctor's office one day. She had said it's a one-way thing. You know what I'm saying? She like, how you doing? What's going on? Where are you at? But it's never, hey, I'm here, I'm doing fine, I'm feeling this kind of way, or, I understand she say, I miss you, I love you, and I'm not never ever going nowhere. I'm never letting you go. And started sounding, like, she's just like in extreme. But that ain't what I be seeking for. I be seeking for something more. I'm right here. I'm in this city, and I'm on my way to you. That type of shit. I'm outside. Come get in the car, or I have somebody come pick you up. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is not shit, but I'm kind of upset because it just seemed like I'm not getting to that point. She say that she's really faithful, and then when she gets frustrated, she'll be like, then she'll just spurt out stuff. And you get frustrated, and sometimes you don't want to get no one upset just to get them to tell you what you need to hear. But sometimes you push a person, and then when I push Janet, she'll get to the point where she'll say, well, everything is for you. It's all about you. And I'm she'll be like, I'm frustrated because you're not seeing it. You're not believing it. I'm being faithful. I'm to myself because of you. I'm going through something. Now she's not saying she's going through it, but that's what type of, when I push her, she'll say, it's all about you. And I'm single because of you. But I'll be like, why it gotta be? It can't be. You know what I'm saying? So I figured I'd talk to Tyler Perry. And, no! Hell no! Damn black cat. Get your bitch ass! Man. You don't want no black cat to cross the funny. This bitch that damn cat. Motherfucker. That motherfucker just sat right there, and waited. Ate all the damn dog food I put out there. Expensive dog food. Laid across my little area for the dog. My dog name is Angel. So I put cat food out. He don't even want to fuck with the cat food. Well, let me excuse my language. I got off track now. 7 minutes. I know that my mom has a lot to do with other circumstances or the reason why Jenny is the way where we are, to the point to where I guess it's not public, you know what I'm saying? It's not secret either. I don't even think she wanted to be secret. That's why she's doing what she's doing. She's like, if I don't bring it out, then I ain't bringing nothing, in reference to me, you know what I'm saying? And so, but she said she's having problems with her banks. I don't know, a lot of celebrities is going through that. It seems like they're having situations where their financial and their money, and it's something kind of like what Prince was saying before he died. Like, hey, I wouldn't get my money. I think Tupac said the same damn thing, Well, where my money going, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I think Prince, he wrote slave across his face, but they couldn't say it. They can't just come out and say, hey, this is what the problem is, this is what's happening. I don't know. That kind of shit's crazy. I don't even think crazy is the word. I think it's something to do with a lot of stuff that's happening in the underground. What the churches call Satan's underground. A lot of people held captive. That's why Jesus said, I came to set the captives free. Set at liberty as those who are held in captivity. We got to understand those are the same words yesterday, today, and he don't change when it is what, and it do exactly what he is. He's the word. And even today, I haven't seen him personally. Ooh, let's see, last time I seen Jesus. I mean, the real Jesus Christ. Last time I seen him personally, in person, like talking, like touching his hand, skin, and he's sitting around looking like he's a brother, a soul brother. This was in 2000, I think. 3. So, I seen his father too, but he was basically just straight up business. He wasn't trying to, I mean, he got his stake in his claim, but his whole focus is, the last time I just literally talked to him was in medical and like a pharmacy type of thing, and it was just like a waiting area, and he was like, Janet Jackson. I'm like, well, wait a minute, let me say, what, Janet Jackson. I was like, well, wait a minute, but this is what Janet Jackson. I was like, what the? So I had an attitude. And I had an attitude about that for a long time, to the point where when I was decided to reach out to Janet, it took a lot of years because I was angry. I mean, you talk to Jesus, the real Jesus. I mean, it's just one. You know, the one they murdered and 2 days in a wake up 2,000 years ago. Okay, I talked to him and he hollering about, he didn't have much to say. He was just like Janet Jackson. I was like, wow. I was furious. You know, I was a lot of people all day, every day. Hey, let's look for Jesus. Jesus got the answer. Jesus is the way, which is all real and it's true. But it wasn't compliant to me. That day, it was Janet Jackson. So I went to his father. I said, you know, let me plead his cause. And his father was like, you know, I said, like, she ain't gonna go against him. You know, and I was like, why? No, you not, but at least it makes sense to me. So by the time, you know, I got, this was way long time ago, like 2003, in Marlin, Texas. I had ran into Janet in 2000 well, one time I seen her in Gatesville, in Riverside of Deception, but then I see her, well, I got a hold of her through the social media. And she was just really shocked. She was like, what? I said, yeah, this is me, you know what I'm saying? But I had this little, you know, this attitude undercut, but I know I didn't want her to know because who wouldn't have an attitude? You know what I'm saying? They go to God, you know, and they like Janet Jackson, you know what I'm saying? I can understand if they one of the saints or something. Well, you might as well call it, according to them, she is a saint. Imagine that. Janet Jackson, counting amongst the saints. Ain't that some news you can use, ain't it? But she's all right peoples. I love her. She, you know, we both the same age. She's just like maybe a month or two older than me. We went down long roads with separate ways, but still at the same way. And I miss her. I believe in everything she's told me, even a few weeks ago, you know. But I say but because there's a lot that I don't know. I guess I might as well. I just disconnected from her. I left. And she know where I'm at, so I ain't doing no shit. Supposed to be in Vegas and all this other stuff. Doing what I feel like whatever she doing, she know what she doing, and she know why she's doing it, and if she's enjoying herself, even if she's not, it's something that she feel like she has to do, and she's been that way for some years now, and I think a lot of it she didn't have no choice. Literally, she didn't have no choice. I don't know if it was someone's life at stake or like she always say, that's edited, that's edited. Every time I tell her I see something on YouTube or Twitter or whatever, she said, oh, that's edited. Then, I'll link it to her on her text message page, and some of us she don't say nothing, but I know that this is the beginning of the first of everything that was already planned long ago when we were, in our 20s, you know what I'm saying? And it was me and her, you know what I'm saying? And then we were like, it wasn't legal to get married, but we found a loophole. I don't know, she went to another country and got it done through proxy, but however she did it, I don't know what the status is on that already. But I know not to play with her and wait till further notice. It's so hot here in Houston, Texas. I mean, the weather, it's like 90-something degrees, and it's snowing in Boston and Cambridge, Massachusetts. Literally snowing 6 feet. Just high, 6 inches of snow and stuff. And so I look at the weather, I look at the sign of time, I listen to Trump, and I pay attention to, he's saying a lot about Gaza today, January, what's today, the 10th or 9th or something. It's one of them, but it's Sunday, and he was saying something about Gaza, so wait, but I can see he's not saying much about the Israelites. Now see, Gaza to me is either Jerusalem has something to do with that area of the continent. You know what I'm saying? And so you got Jerusalem, and you got the Israelites. And somehow all that is mixing. But I remember the beginning of it. Gaza said the reason why they had attacked Israel, the Israelites, because they were partying. I'll never forget it. He said they were partying. And then just yesterday, they announced on the news in Houston, Texas, that major stores are closing. And then when you open it up, you look on the news and, oh, what is this major? Somebody. And they only named one, the party store. I was like, damn, man, I was planning to go off in there and see what they had. It was some stuff that I wanted to use for Halloween that I couldn't find nowhere. I figured the party store has it. But, and I'm like, where, you said a chain of stores. The only thing you going on is about the party store. And I was like, so we have to just pay attention, pay closer attention to, things that we don't see, like Barack Obama. We know Michelle Obama, and we support her. And when she said she hated him for 10 years, that's a whole decade. We had to pay attention. If she hated him that long, she still hated him. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of stuff. He gonna get on YouTube a couple of days ago talking about he fussing like he campaigned for president. What? You ain't running for president? What you all up, rounded up? It's just because basically Biden was in the office, but guess what? It was Barack Obama running it. They tried to put it out there a couple of times. One time they said that Biden and Barack was somewhere, and Barack and Biden got up at the same damn time to leave whatever conference was. When every time Barack moved to go, Biden did too. Out of whatever the places, the facilities they were at, or the conference they were in. Of course, and you know how he had putting the ribbon on him, and yeah, we're glad we ran me, Michelle, help you get president. Only to help himself continue with his so-called Obamacare, which cover all these calls we getting for Medicare. That was shit. That was Obama when he got the streets. He talking about the economy is mine because I gave jobs. What you did was you had children put on the street for prostitution, having a job. You had crippled people put in group homes and packed up with all their little checks that they have to give to one person, and then they did chores because they had to have a job. And then most of them were just maimed. They had no arm and an oxygen machine, but you couldn't do nothing unless you have some sort of job. So you talk about job. Let's not go biblical with this. Not the Holy Bible. Because we have to enter into God's rest. And that means that there's something that the devil uses that's opposition of entering into a rest. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not like everybody don't work. It ain't that type of spiritual stuff. They got a lot of stuff going on that's supernatural, that's like Satan's underground, that we got to wake up one day and realize that it's here. You know, our country is like under some type of hypnosis, like, you know, some people call it brainwash, but they're like shit that's happening in our country, in our stores and on our streets that don't match up with reality. And we just say, well, I don't know what that is, so let's just go pray about it. Okay, they're praying too, to their whatever they got drawn on the grounds and their hoods on and their circles and diagrams and candles and sacrifices of animals and children and people and homeless people. I never seen so many. I never seen. And then there are people, we got us who been in this country, and we're waiting on our turn. I mean, you got, okay, we're like panicking like it's us that's gonna be the immigration. I mean, we're waiting to get to everybody. Trump gonna get you. War, you know, y'all crippled and all y'all ain't, you know. We talking about Americans. We talking about all us Americans that is sleeping outside. I ain't never ran into a Mexican sleeping outside and you stop where their little tent is and they say no English. Nah, there are people down here in Houston, Texas. All of them know English. Negroes, blacks. You know what I'm saying? Them Mexicans, they don't know no English, but they at Fiesta or Safeway or Kroger's deliver your food. Thank you for delivering my food. You know what I'm saying? But okay, this is the problem. Oh no English. What? You know how many times I got a whooping for trying to skip English class? And then you come over here, you got a whole job and you don't even know no English? You got not only a job, they pay for you a place to stay, the federal funds, these people, colleges, come through here, you get a whole care package, you get you a place to stay. Like that guy has said, he swam over here, they established him living, clothes, small businesses, you know, they talking about, well, he coming against black, okay, what, how many? I'm right here at Scott and Yellowstone, Houston, Texas. Where is this black small business? That's the Russian people right there at Friendly's, and then up here this Washington, that's some Iranian lady, and then you got some people over here, Fuel DuPont. They ain't English either, but they don't know no English, and they want to get anybody in there that ain't got no money and hang around there too long. Now you don't never see nobody hanging outside that store that don't know no English or don't know I don't know nothing about America. Oh no, they got a place to stay. They get all kind of federal assistance. Get a care package. That's why that beauty supply, when none of them know no English. I go in there and get these barrettes or whatever I got to get. And I got to find, maybe one day somebody will come in that know English where I can figure out what I need to get. All that's funded, giving it to them. Africans come over with visas. You know, first they were asking Barack to help them when he first became president because they had an AIDS epidemic. And Barack said, I'll help you when I become president. We're going to help all this, our people. We're going to help them in this. Yeah, you help them. Everywhere you look, there's Africans. They got free school, free trip over here, free housing, their own mansions and stuff. And stores like one in Dallas, Texas was so bad. They had a store with the meat stinking and bleeding all out the thing. To shove the little kids, like about 12 or 13, working in the when you walk into the register. They didn't even have a certain age or how they run it. I own the whole business, came here on a visa and got paid and to have their own place to stay and everything else. But you supposed to have an AIDS epidemic. You come over here, you go. I went into West Oaks Hospital and to get some treatment, and I'll be damn, it was a bunch of Africans in there, and none of them knew each other their languages. One might run into the other one and say that, and then the other one don't understand nothing they saying because they are different continent, different country in the same continent. We all got visas, we got free education. We get here, Obamacare. You know, we got flood in our country. The Mexicans told me the other day while he was pushing the basket that they own Texas and they it's going to be turned over to individual state. And in other words, they plan to do a takeover. I said, man, go on with all that. Who told you that? You see, that's what it is. You see, when they paving the roads, the construction workers, you pass through there and you speak no English. I'm over there in Westheimer and Montrose and Lovett, 1111 Lovett Street, building Covenant House. None of them knew English. But you got the people that do know English sleeping outside across the street. One of them with the blankets that you zip yourself up in. No English, high school graduate, nowhere to go. Waiting for these people that came from a whole nother country, getting paid long money, paid to be educated so they can build Covenant House. Just as simple as the ones that slept on the street with, but we ain't had the money to fund for no school like that. Oh, you come from over here, they fund your education. Oh, but don't worry about it. They're going to say that they're going against the blacks. You know, they're going against the Negroes if they stop funding them to come in through here getting free education, housing, and then in the open small business. I mean, they got all kind of shit stacked. Houston is off the map. Oh, no. I'm not saying Barack is right. But who say that I'm wrong? Huh? Who say Trump has done wrong by saying, get out of our country so we can get to... everybody like, oh, ICE is arrested. Can we get to the part where when Trump becomes president, our Social Security is going to be increased? Because we can't live off of $700 a month. And our rent is $1,400 a month. Our cost of living, cleaning supplies, or hygienes, or washateria, or all this that Mexicans own that we got to pay them, or whoever owns it. They don't see no niggas. Y'all talking about they coming against small business because us niggas. We ain't small business. Not no more. Where y'all at? The 80s? Us Negro, y'all got it twisted. We standing on something. We got a couple of skyscrapers downtown. What you saying, small business? And then you gonna say he's targeting Negroes. You know, I know all our life, even over there in Fifth Ward, it was awful. Lorraine, Jensen, all up and down, with always them little Iranian people on their own business. They call the police on us when we run in there and they we standing in there too long and they think we stealing or whatever out they shit in our own country. Now, it should have been the other way around. It should have been we own our own shit in Fifth Ward, in the ghetto, and they coming in there because they come from another country. They slid through here and they hungry. They need to steal at our store, but that ain't how it was. Them Iranian looking motherfuckers had their own shit, and we were in there hungry, stealing out their store in our own country. I'm just trying to keep it real. I ain't trying to say Trump is all that, but I'm waiting for him to get to us. Y'all all on the news about what he doing to people that worry about going back to their country. What about us? What he gonna do for us? Because we gotta wait till he get to us. We there. Everybody saying doom this, doom that. But we ain't even got to us yet. Y'all standing crying, oh, we scared. Even in the hospital. Oh, we don't know if they gonna come in there. They ain't gonna arrest your ugly ass, bitch. You American, and your ugly ass go down there to that damn cafe every day. You need a job. That same motherfucker that they took back to their country, that's you a job. Them small businesses that they closing down, they gonna give it to us. Now y'all saying, well, how you know that, Tom? How I know that? What he gonna just empty all those businesses and then don't give them? He say he want to make America great. Okay, all y'all that sleeping outside, you gonna have opportunity. We gonna get you up. All these vacant businesses, all this stuff where they didn't arrested all these people, are places we can refill with our own people. We know how to grow our food. We know how to build greater than other countries. You know, we's a nice guy here. You can have our shit for cheap. And we pay a lot of money for yours, though, because that's just all we know. We don't know nothing else here in the United States. You see stuff made in USA, but made in China, that's more acceptable because that's all we know. If it's China, we don't know what to do. We don't know that. The same thing said it was made in China. Now what we got in our country, we can say made in America. What you saying, we can't do it? You saying we can't make nothing comparable to no other country? You saying we can't make our own self have and replace? You take them greens off the shelf because they belong to China. But a lady who has a whole plantation greens and she a whole Negro own shit. Now she can put herself stuff in there. And you trying to say, no, that's wrong because he ain't gonna do. How you gonna say what he ain't gonna do? Because you see he's doing it to people that don't belong to our country. If I didn't belong to the country, you want to send me back, why would I get mad? Thinking you done me wrong, so I ain't from here. I didn't get here right. I know I didn't get here right. And I know how I got here and the other people that got here. We all know we wrong. Maybe we can try to just find a way to get back the right way. You know what I'm saying? After they get themselves together, maybe they'll welcome us back to their country. Where they don't have so many people sleeping outside. At first I thought it was because of the COVID-19, but that was just a cover-up on something that was going to happen inevitable. People going to be homeless that ain't people that's immigration. It was our own people homeless, our own people sick. Our own people can't get nothing unless you're 60 and over. They holler about Medicare. We get so many calls from Medicare for old people, but my children are sick in the hospital that can't be covered because only Medicare. My people between 10 years old and 55 can't get no help in the hospital because you got to have Medicare. Medicare, talking about the other day, of taxes. What about the people that's retarded and can't never, none of their life could work? And then you want to talk about, you going to take from them? No. I ain't never seen them say that. Taxes come for people that work. And what most of these people, I say over 75% of the people that work, that retired, are sitting out there chilling, doing extra little jobs, making money along with their checks. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with retirement, but you steady praising them for having a job, and the ones that it's not even possible to have a job, the ones that's not even capable mentally and incompetent, can't have, but you want them to get washed up in some kind of grouped up place and collect their checks and say, well, this is how you survive because you can't live off of the little check that you get because you don't get the type of checks that is from having a job. You get checks that because you can't do a motherfucking thing. You incompetent. You incapacitated. You maimed. You What's wrong with our country in that area? You talking about taxes? Taking from people that every time it's a whole bunch of money come through, it's for people that had a job. It has nothing to do with the people that it ain't possible to work. They sleep. I seen this man sleeping outside. He can't even walk. He had a cane trying to hold himself up in, but he wasn't old enough to be Medicare. Medicaid, United Healthcare is overrated. Okay, you're gonna silence. They're gonna keep it silence. You're gonna keep it silence of what need to be, like the silence of the lamb. But they're cannibals. You know what I'm saying? These are humans. And everybody hollering about what he taking in reference to people that has worked and taxed and earned taxes with the ones that didn't even you know how many people, trillions of people that's actually there's no way he competently can hold a job. That is, and then they arresting them, got mental health awareness. In other words, the police got to stand while they in the middle of the street. Because there's no money to put in to help, because they ain't over 60. They ain't on Medicare. Medicare ain't nothing but a camouflage something that's covered up, that's actually what Obamacare, that's little skeleton buildings, facility buildings behind buildings, little game rooms that it can still say Obamacare, but it's secret shit in the back. You got people selling women and God knows how much they call it a game. Still ain't figured out, well, how is it a game? And these people are paying all this money. And behind these places, and it's supposed to be closed down, but they ain't closed down. They say Obamacare, they're like, oh, it just never closed down. It was just say Obamacare. No, it's something going on in there. There's a whole bunch of them around there. We got to keep it real. And we got to be aware of our surroundings. You watch somebody trailing behind you, watching your house, wondering who cooks your food, do you eat, what you buying in the store. They not doing that because of they just nosy. They doing it because someone in power wants to know, what are you supporting yourself that seems to be individual support outside of the underground that's saying they running all human beings to be controlled. They don't have a will. They don't have a way to say, hey, I this is what I want. Unless you're part of some kind of sect that you don't even know you're part of. These people, they fear for their life because they fighting against something that humans can't even comprehend. They can't even put to words. When a human being sees something, they go to a certain terror because they can't decipher. They can't distinguish when they see something hideous that done crawled out the gates of hell and they're trying to go into the store to buy something. They can't decipher the difference. They not equipped, their brain, they're not equipped to. You know what I'm saying? I'm the strongest man, all the muscles couldn't wrestle down what I can. And it has, because it's not, it looks like it's fleshy, but it looks human. It's something extreme. It's a captivity that Jesus speak about, that he came to set free, but set at liberty. You know what I'm saying? And even I, my own self. You know, so I haven't, it's just, we had to touch points. We had to know. We had to be sure. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's really hard, that God is in control when it comes to Trump. I know y'all saying, you know, he wouldn't be sending all those people back to their country. It's so unfair. But when he get to us, the U.S., our people, then you can find out if we got a "I done you wrong" song. All this, we worried something's gonna happen yet. It hasn't happened yet. It's happening to the ones that don't want it to happen, such as the people that ain't the U.S. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't done anything against our country yet, and y'all steady. You know, I'm not saying I'm taking up for him, but let's have faith. Let's believe that this man is going to do the right thing, and he's doing the right thing. Let's believe, at least if it's not true or not, but if it's enough people believe, even if it's not believable, but if it's enough people believe that his intentions is really because he's a man of God. Who can withstand a bullet like that? John F. Kennedy couldn't. Martin Luther King couldn't. Malcolm X couldn't. There's a whole line of them. When the bullet went, it hit target. Even who got shot? I think it was a street guy. I think his name was Smitty. It's a lot of people that were trying to help our communities that was in the street life, but actually help using the money to funnel back into the communities back in the day that got killed right off because they you know they don't want that. I seen a little 12-year-old girl been out there hustling since she was 10. She had fear. It was over here not that far from 1960. Imperial Valley, like a little ways up from Greens Road here in Houston, Texas, over there in Greens Point Mall. Children just walking with fear, looking at the cars, and the cars is like, this was the way of life. And the lady I was in the car with, she say, that's a little girl. I said, I see. You can see all the fear in her face. But there's a whole bunch of them out there doing that. And they making them be out there like that. But that's a job, though. Get out there and get a job. That's the economy that he say that is his. He say it's not Trump's economy, it's mine. That's what Barack just said. I got it recorded in my gallery. I had to put that on the map. I had to put it out there. Okay, this is what I say. This is your economy. It's fucked up if you talk about, cause the people that's on the surface showing they have jobs, but the Satan's underground jobs is terrible. All them people he let out on reprieve, that was dope dealers. He put that back in the street and made the streets even worse than they could ever be. Oh no, y'all, let's don't talk about Barack Osama, boy. Yeah, but guess what? He know my name. Yeah, he know. I can't say much about Janet and what she know. And is she following or keeping up? Or I don't even know if she one of my followers anymore. I just know that she's my boss. And she ain't in sight and she ain't in her seat. So it's a whole bunch of them taking that seat. You know what I'm saying? Mostly men. I ain't seen no women step up to the plate. Let's just pray and be steadfast and know that there's just one God. Sometimes it's hard to, cause boy, they coming with it. You know, that witchcraft is cold-blooded. That's sorcery, and it's some shit that, you know, like I said, a regular human being can't decipher. You know, the altars. You know what those altars are? Those are things that even if they try to break free, it's a demon. And they see something like that. I see it. I'm like, I can decipher. I can distinguish. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is, and I know what it can't do. I know the reason why he got you scared. Fear. F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real. And the reason why it appear real, because human beings can't split it. They can't. Their brain, they can't. It's like a law from heaven. They're not allowed to distinguish when they see something like that. It wouldn't even be no I'm scary movies going on if they can see and distinguish what they see. So, as I say unto one, as I say unto all, watch and pray.